Every day I shake my head when I read or I scroll by or I listen to or I hit delete on an email in my inbox, some crap that's confidently touted. It can be on a blog or a podcast or Instagram. It's everywhere. And usually, but not exclusively, it's doled out by dudes. I often hear these guys who are full of unrequested and flat out bad advice referred to as Brads and Chads. But to be clear, there are definitely people of every ilk who are high on their own armchair expertise, but low on evidence to back up their claims about things like stock picking, banking advice, tax strategies, and of course, more. This expertise seems to come in every size and flavor, as of course do the often poorly informed so called experts doling it out. But for the sake of today's episode, we're going to call our ill informed advice givers Brad and Chad. So, who are Brad and Chad? I'll be honest, I had to look up the whole Brad Chad trope thing just to make sure I was getting it right. So, according to my research, a.k.a. dictionary.com, we're dealing with a stereotypical alpha male who is attractive, successful, entitled, and overconfident. You may have met one before. These folks think they know better than you do, and sometimes that they know everything. You can tell by the tone of their voices that they think they're smarter than you, and they probably said, "You should just stop your little internet research project about how to manage your money because, he's gotcha." You can get back to what you should be doing, which is like cardio and watching The Bachelor, right? In fact, the more I hear the phrase, the more I can see how it fits with the subject matter that we're diving into today. And that's why, before diving into the worst financial advice I've come across on the internet lately, I had to take a minute to introduce you to the stars of today's show, our armchair money advisors, Brad and Chad. Now, don't get me wrong, I myself can be swayed by armchair expertise on topics I'm not immersed in every day. I admit I've purchased fat burning pills and fallen prey to well targeted Instagram ads. Truthfully, it's true. I have. I'm embarrassed about it, but also now I know better. So I'm doing for you today, financially speaking, what I would have loved to have done for myself when it comes to snake oil sales in other industries. I hope this episode will help you learn how to spot the red flags of armchair advisors and learn to lean into the green flags of evidence based practices. In this case, doled out by a fiduciary financial advisor who has your best interests at heart. That's me. One more thing on our Brads and Chads. Any similarities to another person, real or fictional, is a total coincidence. And if you're listening to this podcast, and hopefully your name isn't Brad or Chad, but if you're just listening, you can rest assured that you are not one of the Brads and Chads that I'm talking about today.